Here's a brief overview of my current projects that I am working on, or project I'm working on. This is kind of an ongoing project every semester. I'm in charge of managing our online curriculum as well as face-to-face. I'm also in charge of upkeep of our Blackboard shells for each division of our program. So we have strategies for academic achievement, that is for our beginning level PADR students. Once they've taken this course once before and failed, then we have our repeater section, and then our 90 section is for students who are returning from suspension. So that curriculum is specifically for students that need extra support. With our general Blackboard shell, I make sure to include the assignment sheet, their syllabus, their link for MindTap, which is where our textbook is housed, as well as a folder containing all of their assignments for the semester. We do allow instructors to add in other smaller assignments of their own choosing, but we do have required assignments that we expect them to complete. I also leave in a discussions area. I know some of our instructors like to utilize that. I do with my courses, as well as including any kind of messaging options for students and instructors via Blackboard itself, and any of our IT resources that they need. For our repeaters, it's the same format, as well as for our students in the 90s, other than the curriculum being slightly different for each one. In a course that I will be teaching, once I've copied all these to their respective shells, the instructor goes in and kind of organizes it how they wish for their shell to look. Now, because of privacy and legality, I will be showing you only my courses. This is kind of how I set it up for students to look. This is the student view, excuse me. I'll show you with edit mode off. This is what it looks like in the back end for instructors, or at least for myself. I set our online courses up. I started, I believe, about a semester ago. I decided to break our online courses up into modules, just because having a list of all the assignments was too overwhelming and daunting for them. This seems to improve our retention rates. I'm not sure quite how much that percentage is still not calculated quite yet, but it has improved quite a bit. Each module has 2 chapters each. And of course, the summative assessments are the quizzes and the writing assignments due at the end of the semester. We don't really have finals because this is technically a fundamental course and it's not credit. We're able to get away with not having to require those kinds of things. So it's basically a numerically based course. So they have to meet a specific number of points in order to pass, and each assignment is corresponds with their points. Let's see. I also like to break it down as far as for students, so it won't be as confusing. Basic class information, classwork, their IT links directly related to our PADR program and things that are benefit them. And then of course I give them student resources. Now for our online courses, it's a little different. They have almost the same setup, except for the fact that with my online students, I like to add a lot of video representation there, so they have some audio. So I understand some of our students don't have time to look at something, but they can certainly listen to things. I know a lot of us might be, going about our workday listening to a podcast or something. I kind of equate that with how our online students function. I also give them a how-to, not just a written form, but also a video form. I have a YouTube link on how to navigate our video, as well as how to navigate MindTap and find the case study, because that's one of the major assignments that I have them complete that's kind of hidden and not directly available on the textbook. I also like to give them the option to be able to email externally. In each module, I do have the PowerPoints as I do in the other sections, except I also record myself for a lecture version. So that way they can also listen to it versus having to just read through it itself.